playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted. And got his man complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So now the Titans get their first shot on up. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike again.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, certainly not a great start. You give up the one-play touchdown, Charles, and it looked like this offense was trying to get the equalizer in one play on the other side.
They certainly were, and I think that the shock of giving up the big play may have forced their hand a little bit in their play calling. They didn't have the discipline to just say, all right, we got time. Let's go ahead and work it downfield. Oh, you got a big play against us?
Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 44 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Brings up second and 17 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And the Jets will take over.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hobbs. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 15 carries, 66 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. plays a complimentary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first and 10, it's Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
This defense for the Jets, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And now the... Throw incomplete as well.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So out now come the Jets.
And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 60 yards.
As always, priority number 1 for them is to secure the win this week. But priority number 2, this guy right now who is 6th in the league in rushing. They want to give him that push to get him into the top 5 and really earn their status of being one of the best ground games in the NFL, as well as him being one of the lead backs, too.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first and 10, Hobbs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Ready. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Hobbs. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 28-0.
Titans, nothing.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Hobbs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbons. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Reload.
Right back to him on 1st down.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibbons.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown! From 17 yards out.
And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans are able to at least get 1 score back.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Come on.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Hobbs.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
He's got his target. That's complete.
It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 56 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Looking to throw. Hobbs. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
Point after try forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his
touchdown Jets. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jets have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past over through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw again. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. He's got a man, complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Ready? Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
To throw again, Hobbs. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start with an AFC East battle down in South Florida. Buffalo at Miami. And they've reached halftime with the score 17-10. The Bills trying to gut this one out as it would be
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts. with a touchback.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him. But, you know, the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make. And that way, you try and get his confidence back up.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Look at the big man rumble. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Robinson up the middle.
Fights him off. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Hobbs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this. Midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
2nd and a couple.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbons.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than...
They've got his man complete. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Jets have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run the draw here with Robinson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
The result only... There on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. An avalanche is coming right on top of them. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Jets extend their lead yet again. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out come the Titans now. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 16. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this when he's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3rd down and 6. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. That on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it up.
Here we go on 4th down. Taking it right down Broadway. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Witherspoon. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
19 Lions. Ready.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Witherspoon eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up in.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Witherspoon. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Here's a diving catch right side. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, a touchdown here on this really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And New York set to take the field.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Witherspoon.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes...
And that is caught. We're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
On the ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down.
and they still want to run it efficiently.
140 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
19 Tiger. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Witherspoon. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On first down, Gibbons. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's a loss at